Chapter 39. A New World. 7 weeks of fierce fighting have brought the conflict to an end. We are experiencing a moment of social elation. Victory has been achieved in the minds of the majority of Epoxia's citizens. Some are justifiably congratulating themselves, many for nothing, and still others are taking revenge and committing acts of horror in the name of rebellion. Dark times return. Summary executions are carried out here and there, without any real judgment. Days pass, and a new society emerges in pain. I've become a senior member of our armed forces. I'm now commander in charge of the special sections. For 3 months now, I've been in charge of training and fighting our ultimate sections, the Templar Order. Not that we're referring to any Crusader past, but to echo their rebellion against the Church, their valor and independence of spirit. While I'm training our new elite sections, others, like Jacques, are looking for the man or woman behind the leaks. Who betrayed us? They spend a lot of time and energy on it, but this mission is essential for our common future. Today is a special day. The execution of the traitor. And it's going to cost me dearly in terms of emotion. I'll be torn between grief and anger. Because, horribly, after meticulous research, Jacques and his team managed to identify the traitor. I was deeply hurt. After Gabriel, it was like losing a second brother. After all, the traitor is none other than Big Bill. My friend, my savior, the one who stood by me when my loved ones died. The one who was always there for me. But it's clear that for some time now, his proximity has been calculated to serve his purposes. The enemy camp's promise of a bright future. His wife was the first to believe. He listened to her and decided to fall for the lie and the denunciation. His companion immediately abandoned him as soon as she sensed the suspicion closing in on him. She fled and never came back. We didn't look for her, we had better things to do. Alone he was, alone he became again. And soon it will be nothing. There is ample evidence to leave no doubt, and in the end his confession served only to confirm the evidence of treason. The judgment was honest. We let him keep his independence of mind and speech. He tried to justify himself. I understood his motives, but I didn't forgive them. Today he'll have to take responsibility, because it's the day of his execution, and I'll be his executioner. I give my orders and my aide-de-camp organizes the execution. So here we are, in the main courtyard of the barracks. On my left are Clara, Jacques, Amethyst and many members of our rebel clan, as well as various representatives of the new free government. On my right, my troops, the Templars. 40 platoons of 60 soldiers standing in a tight row. And in front of me, tied to the execution post, Fat Bill. I launch into a brief speech. We're here to make the man who betrayed us pay. He who is largely responsible for the deaths of so many of us. The one who was my friend and the one because of whom my brother died. It is with regret and anger that I will carry out the sentence. I raise my arm in his direction. But it's heavy. My arm has never been so hard to raise. I open my hand, ready to fire a blast of pure energy at Big Bill. But I struggle to trigger his death. I find myself hesitating. The tension is high, the atmosphere heavy, the silence deafening. For a moment, we are all frozen in our thoughts, our pain and our sorrow. I know what he did, I also know what I owe him. But I've got to pull myself together. I shoot. The beam hits and blows Big Bill's head off. His body slides down the pole and collapses to the ground. I hide my pain under a mask of indifference. I turn to my right and order. Break ranks. The Templars scatter as I join Clara and mine. I leave behind me, on the ground, an inert part of myself.